calamity caused by the pandemic, but indirectly depriving myself an opportunity to participate for the first time in the Comrade Marathon. The MEC responsible will outline in the budget vote what assistance is available for our artists in this regard. However, we're grateful to the initiative taken by the department to initiate provincial relief fund to assist our athletes, coaches, technical personnel, sport federations, recreational entities, and the fitness industry. The department allocated to about 738 beneficiaries 4.7 million that have been paid to date. And the department is commencing with processing other 40 appeals. The department will continue to work with the industry stakeholders and the partners to ensure that this sector is resuscitated and to ensure that innovation is embraced. One of the initiatives to support the economic participation of SMMEs is the direct procurement of sports apparels from SMMEs and cooperatives by the department, which will be done in the year 2021 and 2022. There will be support for the traditional horse racing, commonly known as Umtelepelo. The Dandi July and Herigwala Summer Cup will also be resuscitated next year. We are also contributing we know that this sector contributes more than 20 million to the local economy. As part of embracing the digital world, government will launch full equipped containers with gaming consoles to sites across the province, with youth being trained as entrepreneurs. Last year, we were excited to receive the affirmation that Durban will, for the first time in the Africa's history, host the World Table Tennis Championship in 2020. With regard to ward-based interventions, the department will employ sport legends and ex-professional players to assist in the implementation of sport development at ward levels and in schools. Working with school sport coordinators and healthy lifestyle coordinators, the department will support one ward, one club system, and ensure sustainability of clubs identified and supported. This will feed into the provincial academy system that will provide high-performance athletes in KwaZulu-Natal. Honorable Speaker, in addressing the subject matter of good governance, ethical, and a capable state, we are always guided by the wise word of Amika Cabral when he said, and I quote, "Always bear in mind that people are not fighting for ideas, for things in anyone's head. They are fighting to win material benefit, to live better and in peace, to see their lives go forward, to guarantee the future of their children," close quote. A capable and ethical state remains a strategic and a key agent of transforming the lives of our people. For this to materialize, good governance must constitute part of DNA of each and every public service official. Good governance is the key to quality and sustainable service delivery. It is against this background that in the period under review, we have adopted the KwaZulu-Natal Framework for Consequence Management. For the first time, we have developed a practical instrument that will serve as a remedy to curb fraud, corruption, and mismanagement of public resources. Under this framework, we will expedite and finalize cases of corruption, fraud within the set time frame, ensure protection of investigating and presiding officers against undue influence, threat, or any form of victimization. The framework also prescribes that recommendations and findings by investigating unit should be implemented within 30 days of their release. Long-pending cases of fraud and corruption will be finalized within 90-day period. The framework will be linked to performance agreements, assessment, and reward in respect of all public servants in the province. The full consequence management framework to promote good governance, build an ethical and capable state is available for public to hold us accountable. In the fight against corruption, we will continue to spearhead I do right even when nobody is watching. We are united in ensuring that every and all persons charged with handling public resources are held to the highest ethical standard. It is against this backdrop that we have acted decisively when incidents of fraud, maladministration, and corruption have been reported. KwaZulu-Natal is the first province to go public and become transparent about our expenditure of the PPE procurement. We disclose who benefited, how much, and the ownership of those companies. Our forensic report, where wrongdoing was reported, were expedited and actions were taken by relevant MECs in the departments. We will continue with the commitment of hiding nothing away from the masses, telling no lies, and claiming no easy victories. We are going to be firm. All cases that were investigated are publicly known either through Hawks or through ourselves, updating the public on the progress in each and every case. We will intensify the I Do Right campaign even if nobody is watching. We are driving this message that corruption must be stopped at all costs and that KZN must be the leader in demonstrating a zero-tolerance attitude against corruption in the public service. Operation Siyahlola. We are committed to strengthen the performance of the state by ensuring that we not only enhance good governance, but also ensure quality services. We have commenced with the Premier's Siyahlola monitoring program. We are pleased that through Siyahlola program, the challenge of wire walls houses in Kwapata outside Pietermaritzburg has been resolved. Siyile, emveni kokuthi abantu bakwaPata basitshena bathi since 2010 bakhishwa kwathiwa bahlale ey'ndaweni zesikhashana. Kwaqala ukwakhiwa kwezindlu kwama. Bathe uma besitshena lokho ngo-2019 salalela. Njengamanje, more than 500 houses ziqediwe, abantu sebehlala kuzo. We will intensify this Siyahlola program in order to ensure that government policies are changing the lives of our people. In one of these visits, we have also learned that it is not only corruption that affects service delivery, but also planning is important. When we visited Woodland here in Pietermaritzburg, we witnessed first-hand high level of discontent by beneficiaries, where, regretfully, houses were built in an area that is not environmentally conducive for housing. And that was left in between. And we have taken a firm view that those who did that must be held accountable. We also visited farming communities to respond to the plight of farm workers. The situation in farming communities is deeply distressing, as government, we will continue to pursue the route of building sustainable and peaceful coexistence between farmers and farm dwellers. We are, however, concerned that there is a trend of lack of policing or biasness by the police against farm workers, and this is going to be attended swiftly. We hold a view that those who abuse farm workers must face the full might of the law. Those who attack farmers must be brought to justice equally. The police must do their work without fear or favor and not take sides as it concerned in the area of Gladstock where we were last week. The acting MEC for Community Safe and Liaison has been directed to attend to the role of the police in allegation of perpetrating human rights, of violating human rights in Gladstock. Kuthulekile ngesikhathi sikhuluma ngoku-abuse kwama-farmers, sekuyaphawuleka. To monitor the provision of frontline services, the Office of the Premier conducted an unannounced visit to 22 sites during the last 3 quarters of 2020 and 2021. These were schools, clinics, hospitals, social development offices. The findings we got are, with regard to education, we identified lack of scholar transport, poor ablution facilities, water shortage, and minor repair challenges. With regard to social development, we identified insufficient working tools, which include the office space or consultation room, vehicles, computers, and the need to improve administrative efficiency. While on health, we identified lack of proper isolation room for outpatients, no hospital managers in some cases, and damaged hospital infrastructure. All of these issues were directed to relevant departments for remedial actions. We were pleased to note that in all offices and in all schools, there was full compliance with COVID-19 preventative measures. We will continue with Operation Siyahlola even during 2021. Madam Speaker, the need to develop the capacity of the state is best demonstrated with regard to diminishing poor audit outcome within KwaZulu-Natal. We were deeply concerned by regression recorded by the province in the previous audit cycle. In response to this, we instituted Operation Clean Audit. We have demanded accountability for irregular expenditure in each department and relevant consequence management procedures. Consequence management must be visibly proved. As part of our turnaround strategy, an audit improvement plan was implemented under the supervision of the provincial treasurer. We have identified constraints that lead to poor audit performance. The 2020 and 2021 audit process have shown improvement, but we have not yet reached our target, and we will continue to ensure accountability and full implementation of audit outcomes. A professional, meritocratic, and ethical civil servant is important to safeguard the citizens' interest. In this regard, we have already embarked on a series of initiatives to build capable state and instill professionalism in the public service. These include the adoption by the Executive Council of the HR turnaround strategy that is intended to bring a total transformation to our public service in the province and develop a cadre of civil servants that is capable, diverse, and well-trained. The adoption of operational management framework that is meant to enhance productivity within the department. We would want to stop this thing of saying the private sector is more productive than the public sector. We want to see best performing professionals. In 2020, the provincial administration embarked on skills audit project for all 190,000 employees in the employ of the provincial government. The skills audit aims to undertake an analysis of the available skills to develop a centralized database of available skills and determine the gaps. We have already completed the first phase of this project, and the first phase included senior managers in all departments, and those are DG, HODs, DDGs, and chief directors. We're now moving to the middle and lower level doing assessment of skills. Through the Provincial Public Service Academy and working with the National School of Governance, we are rolling out a series of training programs. Some are compulsory for our government employees. With regard to lifestyle audit, we made an undertaking to facilitate the process of undertaking the lifestyle audit by all members of the Executive Council and SCM officials in the first phase. We wish to update the House that we did approach the State Security Agency and South African Revenue Service with a view to assist in this regard. We were advised via correspondence that the state security is finalizing certain protocol in this regard. And as the province of KwaZulu-Natal, we are committed to leading from the front in undertaking the lifestyle audit. We are confident that once the process is concluded, this will start. Honorable Speaker, allow me at this juncture and as we conclude to convey my deep sense of gratitude, starting by thanking all members of the Executive Council, firstly for their unwavering support as we work together to create a South Africa that is united, non-racial, non-sexist, just and prosperous. But also to thank them for their dedication in their department and in the call of serving our people. A special thanks to His Majesty, Indlunkulu yonke, amakhosi, led by usihlalo wendlu yamakhosi inkosi uChiliza, for their wise counsel to me personally and to our Executive Council. And as we thank amakhosi, we must say we have cemented a good relationship with traditional leaders under the leadership of the MEC for Kokta, MEC Hlumuka. Equally, we wish to pay tribute to all members of this provincial legislature for their sterling oversight work, and we commit to remain accountable and transparent. Thanks to the leadership of all KwaZulu-Natal structures of business, labor, civil society, who are working with government to improve the lives of our people. We want to thank the Director General of the province, Dr. Nonhlanhla Mkhize, HODs, the Premier's advisors, and the public servants. And to our public servants, we say, you are at the coal face of accelerating the tempo to give a better life to all people of the province. May I take this special occasion to thank my better half, Mrs. Nelly Zigalala. Thank for your love, support, and encouragement. Yabona ke That's why I thank her. I thank her because even after ukhawulishwa kanje, mangifika ekhaya, that's where I get joy and everything. Finally, and as way of conclusion, I wish to thank the African National Congress, the liberation movement of the people of South Africa, for its continued trust in me to serve as its deployees. But I wish to thank the ANC leadership for continued support throughout the previous year and even now. We affirm that ours is liberation of our people, in particular those who were at the receiving end of the apartheid system. Fellow compatriots, we stand at a stark moment in history. COVID-19 has made our people weary with despair. Our economy has never known such devastation. But hope must spring eternally. Like in our struggle against racial oppression, hope and history must again realm. Let us mobilize our finest resources and energies to hurry to the front line of rebuilding our society and economy. There is an important role for every one of us, the public servants, the business, civil society, traditional leaders, religious leaders, to quicken the tempo in economic recovery and job creation. The directives and targets we have laid out today must be monitored on a weekly basis. Where we come short, there must be immediate corrective actions and measures. Where we succeed, we must celebrate those advances. We have learned that time is not a luxury available to us. Time is now. The tempo must quicken. The hope and expectation of our people must be kept alive. There is work to be done, and be done now. Let us roll up our sleeves and get our shoulders on the wheel. The time is now. Even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we fear not. May God bless Africa, South Africa, and the people of KwaZulu-Natal. Together, let's grow KwaZulu-Natal. And Madam Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Premier. Now we will go to announcements. Secretary?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I make the following announcements. All guests must stand when the Speaker adjourns the House and remain standing until the procession leaves the chamber. Due to COVID-19 regulations and compliance requirements, members and guests are kindly advised that there is no lunch prepared except for snacks, which will be served at both members' tea and dining areas. Guests will be assisted by the Legislature Protocol team to areas where snacks will be served. There will also be no photo session due to social distancing. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you, Honorable Premier, once more. Thank you, honorable members of the House, the public who have connected and joined us today from the luxury of your homes, our friends from the media, the few that we allowed in our gallery. We want to thank all of you for understanding that due to the current pandemic, we have to carry our business in the manner that we have done so. But our most appreciation goes to you, Mr. Premier, for cooperating with us when we had to cut your guests and your stakeholders so that they can all not attend. together with the members of this house who are all others sitting at home, not joining us, because we are committed to not spreading COVID-19 and contribute to the government effort to fight the spread of COVID-19. With that, we have come to the end of business today. The House is adjourned until Tuesday, the 2nd of March 2021, where we will meet again in a hybrid mode to debate the State of the Province address. Thank you.
Order, Madam Speaker.
Yeah, Amanda. Yahlupha unzwana.
Hey, umhlobo wena ubonakalanga ke namhlanje Amanda.
Yaphi? Awehlophile. Wehlophile ulalela ukukhuluma usembhedeni.
Amanda, I'm trying. Hi, Amanda. Honorable Maggie. Hello,
Ukudelela.
Hello, Bibi.
Ukripota umbhedeni.
Yes, this. Mfundisi uDube, Bishop Dube.
What you say?
Kunjani weDube?
Let's cut it on
In the house.
Ngifuna ukushira umngani wakho.
Ngiyambuyisa uBushiri uyabuya. Senedamzela kasekho.
Awumlingane. Sawubona mfana uThelezi.
Bami, Bishop.
Sawubona mntwana.
Umlingane. Please stand.
Umlingane wethu sonke.